One of the things we love to do right here on the Fox 5 Live Zone is reminisce. In this case, we're thinking back 20 years.
I cannot believe it when I heard this story this morning. It has been 20 years since we received the gift, the legend that is Ron Burgundy. The movie Anchorman. We know it, we love it, we quote it way too often around here sometimes by accident. It hit theaters on July 9th, 2004. Now here's a fun fact for you. The movie was not exactly a hit when it came out, if you don't remember. It made less than $100 million globally, and it got pretty lukewarm reviews from critics at the time. I don't think a lot of people quite understood what they were going for. However, the last 2 decades have been kind to it. It is a cult classic, and it is widely considered one of the best comedies of all time, if not of that era. Now, this stars what was known as the frat pack. You had Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, you had Paul Rudd, David Koechner. They made up the core news team, introduced to Veronica Corningstone, the first woman to join San Diego's local news team, played by Christina Applegate. Now, the movie, if you haven't seen it, is set in the land of TV news, behind the scenes and on air, in San Diego, if you will. And like I said, it really, really, really hit home for a lot of people in TV news because it kind of just perfectly captures a lot of the craziness that happens behind the scenes that you might not always see, from the prompter to everything else. Let's just put it that way.
That prompter scene is so funny. Of course, we can't repeat what he said.
Can't repeat a lot of what he says, but you remember the classic reading his name with a question mark. I'm Ron Burgundy.
I tell folks all the time that, you know why it does so well, especially with us? Because that stuff really happens. It's exaggerated a little bit in the movie, but you know, hey, why does Chris get to do this story and I can't get to do this story? You know, it's like we're crybabies at some point.
Listen, if you watch Fox 5, you know we love our panda bears here on Fox 5. But the movie, supposed to take place in the 70s, we're talking 50 years ago, has an entire segment called Panda Watch. Brian Fantana staked out at the San Diego Zoo as they get ready to find out whether they're going to have a baby panda or not. That's real. We still do that. We will continue to do that. And just wait until those pandas come back. I guarantee you we'll have a reporter live outside the National Zoo waiting for their arrival.
I'm putting my name in the hat right now. Daggone it. I want to be the guy to cover
this man right here.
And if not, I'm complaining. That's what we do.
I mean, you know, I remember going to see it in the theater. I went with my brothers. I was a journalism student. I thought this movie was going to be a riot, and I didn't really laugh that much while I was there in the theater, but it then became one of those things that I caught myself quoting every now and then I've probably seen it once a year, every year for the last 20 years.
Yeah, good stuff.